I love this movie. I'm Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema. Quiet on set! Hi everybody, my name is Tim Heidecker, and you're watching another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema. It's a web series here on this website where we talk about what movies are coming to your theater soon, and it's a wonderful way to find out different opinions of films. I'm very excited to have a guest with me today. He is one of the experts on film, and his name is Gregg Turkington. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey guys, good to be back with the On Cinema family.
Yes, and it's been first 10 were very successful, and we appreciate all the kind words everyone said, and we hope to be doing this for a long, long time. So,
and thanks to all the cards and letters for people asking to sort of increase my appearances on the show.
I think you're well represented on the show. Thank you very much. Our films today are Side Effects with Steve Martin. Steve Soderbergh.
I'll be talking about Steve Martin a little bit later today.
Okay. Steven Soderbergh directed Channing Tatum and Rooney Mara.
Mickey Rooney?
No, it's Rooney
What is it?
Mara.
Rooney. Okay.
It's two names.
Never seen that before.
Sorry, Mara Rooney. And Jude Law from Jude.
The great Jude Law.
Right, from Jude Law. And he stars in this movie, which is a prescription medication story about a woman who abuses drugs, the prescription kind, not coke and grass. Channing Tatum is in this movie, and that's why I went to go see it. That's why I loved it. What did you think?
I thought it was a frightening movie. It's sort of a modern-day One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You can learn a lot from this, but it also kind of scares you to see that people can sink this low.
Yeah. It sort of had, it resonated with me on a personal level. Some kind of breaking news in my land this week. I was diagnosed with having several blood clots on my brain, and it's one of those things where do you operate or not?
No, you get the operation. You got to get the operation.
Well, I mean, obviously that's one of the choices we have to make.
Why would you choose not to get a tumor removed?
It's a long story, but the doctor's telling me that that's not necessarily the only option, that we could wait it out, see what happens. And
get another doctor, because that's dangerous.
You don't have to have operation.
Well,
there's a chance that nothing will happen.
That's a bad doctor.
All right. But my point is that side effects and the whole idea of the medical industry and drugs and Obamacare and everything like that, this movie hit home. I give it 6 bags of popcorn and 2 sodas because it is a classic. It's one of the great American movies of all time.
Well, I don't have a tumor, but I love the movie. I think the scale only goes up to 5. I'm going to give it all 5 bags of popcorn, and I'm going to throw in a get well card for you and hope that you do choose to get this tumor removed. Okay.
None of your business. Our next film that we're discussing is on the lighter side of the, from the lighter side as a comedy, is Identity Thief. This is a mild-mannered businessman discovers his identity has been stolen. He hits the road in an attempt to stop the thief. Starring director Seth Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, and starring Jason Bateman, Melissa McCarthy, who we all know, and Jon Favreau.
Favreau.
Who's a director. Okay, maybe you guys messed the card up. He should be on here as director. So we've all been down this road before. We've gotten our identity stolen, and this is a very funny movie. It's got Melissa McCarthy, who's one of the original funny ladies of cinema right now, and
and she might be stealing people's identity, but what she's really stealing is our heart, and she's done that in the last few movies she's been in, and I love this movie.
She almost reminds me of a modern-day Lucille Ball, in that sort of sense of being a comedienne. Funny ladies, Goldie Hawn, a woman comedy star, or Gilda Radner or something.
But there's no one really like Desi Arnaz. He was sort of the best. But I still found that I laughed all the way through, so I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and some of those little chattering teeth.
Well, thank you very much for that, and I will give it 4 bags of popcorn because I thought that there were moments that were boring and almost put me to sleep, but I was also having a hard time paying attention. but a lot of funny scenes too.
It's a great movie, and I think it's something that they'll be talking about throughout the year.
Okay, so finally today we're going to do our Popcorn Classic. This is a segment where Greg brings in a movie from his home library. If you don't want to go out to the movie theaters and pay the babysitter and do that whole jazz where you just end up spending a fortune to go out to the dumb movies.
Yes, this is my segment where we discuss movies that you might have missed that come from my personal collection of movies. This week, we've got Steve Martin in A Simple Twist of Fate, which he's made a lot of great movies. This isn't one of them. It's a good movie, and it's worth seeing just to see what it's like for Steve Martin when he's not excelling in a role.
It'll definitely fill the couple hours that it takes to watch the movie.
It's just strange when you're watching it to realize like this is Steve Martin that we love in Parenthood and movies like that, and what's he doing in this? But that makes it interesting. It gives it kind of an edge, and I recommend it. I mean, if you've got nothing better to do, and if you are trying to build a collection, this one you can get very cheap. I got this one, I think, for $0.25. So it's a good way if you're a new collector to sort of start stockpiling those films.
Where would you rate this if you had a list of Steve Martin films in terms of...
Top 10. And I just wanted to correct what I said. I guess I paid $1.22, not $0.25, because it says $1.22.
Doesn't matter. That's our show. Side Effects got 6 bags of popcorn, 2 sodas from me, and Greg gave it...
I gave it 5 bags of popcorn and a get well card because we're all scared here at On Cinema about your tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say. It's several blood clots that doesn't necessarily have to be operated on. So
well, it should.
All right. And The Identity Thief, must-see movie of the week.
And I gave it 5 bags of popcorn, and she's quite a thief in the movie. I love this movie.
Thank you guys for watching.
See a better doctor. Sounds like you're going to a vet.